It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken near the 13th. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Shark, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 50 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the first first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. 2nd and 11. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike, here we go. Here we go. Wait, 80. 12. 12. Hey, alert. 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 Hey, orbit. 54.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
21. 21. 54. 54. 6. Pull it high. Check 25. Check 25. 11. 11. Smooth.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll down at the 30.
Hey, you better get in the weight room, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. The point after is good, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're on 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go. Come on, go to base. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Focus, defense, focus.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
On second down, it's Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1.
Right there we go. Like 20! 54 Mike. Hey, tight.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Mike, 54! All day, just like that.
A first down carry for Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. That sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, first and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1.
13.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Here we go. 180.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring fourth and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. There's Garoppolo on first and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 180. 21. Come on, watch the ship.
Right back to him on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10. At the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Stop your whining.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. His throw caught right around the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Man out.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd
Here we go. 80!
at the 49-yard line.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They're going to look to throw. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. They'll set up a throw.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys claw one back. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You think, man, fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
First down, Dallas.
Yo, 54. Mike 54. He don't know no better. Right. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You're trash.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. He'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Henry bulldozes past him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
I got you.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? Watch 54. All day, baby, all day.
On first down, it's Henry, and he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And a busy night for Henry continues. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they have the right cut.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. Cooper was the target there. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los